Hey everyone, I'm going to be demonstrating for you how to create an announcement within your myMCPS classroom. I'm also going to be showing you how to set the notifications so that your parents can receive the announcements as well. And then finally, I'll be showing you how to add a counselor or a case manager to your classroom so that they can observe their students. The first thing you're going to want to do is come over onto the left-hand side navigation and click Announcements. Now, I'm currently in a course that I'm working on, and so I already have announcements that have been previously created. If this is your first time creating an announcement, then most likely your screen will look like this, where there are no announcements. So all you're going to do is click on the blue link with the plus sign that says announcement. Once your announcement has loaded, now you're able to add in a topic title. And then you can fill out information in the body of your announcement. So I'll go ahead and type the topic title in now. Once you've typed in your title, now you're all ready to create some design features to your announcement. So I'm going to show you how to use the design tools. So the first thing you're going to want to do is select Shift Alt D on your keyboard and hold those down at the same time. When you do that, the design tools window will open up. Then click the blue Add Content Blocks to your announcement. There are default content blocks that you can select from, or you can just create your own. I always like to have a title banner block, but it's completely up to you. When you click on the title banner block, it will immediately include the text that you have already listed in your title. So I don't want all this text here, so I'm going to take out some of it and then move that less than 30 up to the design feature. Now, you can always change the theme of your design of your announcement if you so choose, but I usually keep it the one that I've kept going for throughout my course. Now, if you want an introduction or an objective or any other of these default blocks, you can add those, or you can just again type yours in. Now, I know I'm going to want objectives. So I'm going to go ahead and click on objectives, and it gives me a default block. Now I can add my text in. Once my text has been added, then you can change the font size and whether or not you want a header. So the students will be able to is actually a heading, whereas the text that is written below is just paragraph text up to a 14-point font. But it is completely up to you how you want to format your announcement. Now I'm going to create my own content blocks. So I'm going to want to include my agenda, and I'm going to include a title block called past activities. I went ahead and added in the text that I wanted for my agenda and for my past activities. Now again, you could add your own content blocks. Maybe you want an activator, or if this is the first time that you're creating an announcement, maybe you want an introduction and that you're going to introduce yourself to your students. All this is possible within the announcement. I'm going to show you a couple other tools that I like to use. The next is if you come up to the design tools block on the right hand side and you select add or rearrange blocks, you can give little icons for each of your areas. Objectives had its own default icon, but for the agenda, if you click in that box and then it says search icons, you can type in keywords that will present icons that you might want to select. And then if you click in the gray empty box and select the icons you want, you can always edit these at any point in time. The last feature that I want to show is you can delay the posting of the announcement. So if you're not ready to post it right away, you might want to come back and edit, or you just want it to go out the next day. You can click on the delay posting box and then select the date that you want it to post. And you can also assign a time. depending on what time you are going to present the lesson or the period of the day that you're going to teach. Once you're ready to do that, now you can either save it and then come back and edit later if you've delayed the posting, or it will immediately, if you do not delay the posting, it will immediately post for all your students to see. So I'm going to go ahead and click save. Now it is ready to be seen by my students, and if I scroll down to the bottom, it will be set on tomorrow's date and then the time at which it will post to all my students. Now, if you want your parents to be able to see this announcement as well, then what you're going to want to do is show the parents how to activate their notifications within their own accounts in myMCPS Classroom. This is something that I would do during back to school night for my parents so that they can access and see what is going on in our classroom on a daily basis. To do this, all you have to do is have your parents click on their accounts. The window will slide open and then they select notifications. When they click on notifications, they will see all their course activities that they have access to, and their email should already be linked to their navigation. Then they have the option of what they want to see within their child's courses. So, for example, if they wanted to see the announcement, they could click on notify immediately, daily summary, weekly summary, or they can actually turn the notifications off, depending. But if this is something that you want them to see, then you want them to be notified immediately. This also goes with grading. It's a very easy method to ensure that your parents are seeing what is going on in your classroom on a daily basis. Finally, let's say you want your student's counselor to have access to what is going on in the course and to see their grades just as you would within the classroom. You can add your counselors or case managers for that matter by clicking on People on the left-hand side navigation. When you select that, you will see all of the students and your parents within the classroom because they're the ones that have already been pre-assigned to that classroom. If you would like to add your counselor, all you need to do is click the little plus sign with the people in the top right corner, and then you need to type in their email address. Once their email address has been included in the section that says email address is required, you can then set the role for the counselor or the case manager. There are many different roles that can be set, but if you just want them to be able to observe what is going on, you can make them an observer of your section of course, and then you click Next. If you get the green check mark, that means you know that that email is valid, and then that counselor or case manager can be added to your classroom. And then they will be able to see all the assignments as well as the grades of the student that they're observing. And you would just click Add Users. Once done, they will then be added to and be populated to the list of all the members of the current course. This is an effective tool in order to communicate quickly what assignments students are missing, as well as reach out to them if the students are struggling. Hopefully you found this tutorial effective, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much.